If you want to carve one of these little gnomes in under 30 minutes, you clicked on the right video. So, it's for beginners, you don't need to know a lot of stuff, but if you know the basics, you can play around with all kinds of variations. You can play around with the heads, you can play around with the beard, you can even play around with the size. You can do a little one, like a very little gnome, so watch out for your fingers there, and you can even carve a bigger one. So, with no further ado, let's get right into it. So, all you need is the basic basswood block, 10 centimeters by 2.5 centimeters, which is 4 inch times 1 inch, I think, in America, right? And a knife, and maybe, if you have it, a V-tool, but I will show you both ways, with the knife and with the V-tool. The V-tool is simply faster, right? So, the only thing we set in with our pencil is the place where the nose goes. So, where the 3 centimeters are, put a little thing here, and 1 centimeter up over here. Yeah, that's the place where the nose goes. And we start with simple stop cuts. So set in and go up and clip it out. So you can go in fairly deep. So we want the nose to stick out there, right? So it has to be deep. Make little stop cuts like this. And I think we are good to go with the nose. So, round it off next, because we want the nose to be round, of course, like this. Okay, so we get rid of all the hard edges, and by doing that, we make the whole thing round, right? So, at first, just go in and clip off all the big hard edges. Don't be afraid splitting the wood there. We don't need that much. We don't need that much of material here. Okay, let's get rid of all this. So, I mean, I would recommend for all the beginners, be aware not to split too much wood because it's a bad habit of me. I know that I don't need that amount of wood which I'm splitting off there. But if you don't know, do more cuts than less and bigger ones, because it is safer. And you can always carve things off, but if you split too much, or if you carve off too much wood, you need to restart the whole thing, right? So that's not that good. Okay, so we got rid of all the hard edges there. Yes, so if you want to make this thing round, and yeah, that's not good, guys. Don't do what I do. Over here, that's like, I mean, it's not that big of a deal for our carving, as you can see. Wait, I will show you. So it's not, we don't need that amount of wood, but be safe, right? For the next thing is, make it round again. I use a little trick there, which is, you see there's like this one path over here which has two edges, right? And if you want to make it round, you can carve off the edges, like on the left side here and on the right side here, like a little bit more. And then this middle edge, and it's very round here. Do it on the other side. Get rid of the saw marks. The middle. On the left side. And in the middle. See? Right side. Ooh. It causes to split there very, very much. I need to be very careful here. Okay, so. Here, right edge, left edge, and the middle one. So it's, oh, forgot the saw marks here. And if you do that in the middle here, so when you turn it around, right, you get rid of all the edges there, just clean it up, find the spots that needs to be redone, right? So it doesn't have to be perfect on your first cut. You need to find the things that need to be cleaner and better. So, okay, next up we separate the head from the beard. Let's not write it down, but draw it here. Just where the head goes. You go a little bit down from the beginning of the nose, because normally a head is not straight like a pencil. So it goes a little bit down and on the side. Okay, and then we set in like a little cut all around. All around here. It can be very deep. Be careful not to cut yourself. So, okay. And then we do little stop cuts. You start and go all around. All around here. Simply, maybe we should set in the nose too. Let's make a little circle. You can draw it down first if you are not that sure of your freehand skills, so to say. Set in like this. I have to move my thumb there. Oh, yes. Okay. So, and clip it out. Go in. So the movement I do is not straight up there. It's I smooth in there. No, not smooth, but you know, you see what I do. In Austria we say my English is not the yellow from the egg, but it goes. So it's like the movement goes like. Wait, I need to focus the camera first. So the movement is not this; it's this. So I get in the corner right there, right? So. Go all around here. And it can be pretty deep, so you don't need to be afraid of cutting too much off. It looks perfectly fine if you cut off big pieces there. Okay. So, and because I'm a lefty, I need to flip the whole thing. More of you are right-handed, right? So you have to do it on the other side, but it's basically the same. My most common cut when I do this is like bringing in my thumb and like pushing a little bit with the thumb. So I can clip it off. Be very gentle with those cuts. So that's like a cut where you can cut yourself pretty easily. But if you do it with the right amount of force with the thumb, there's nothing to worry about. And I also do this movement with the hand I use the knife with, right? Okay, clean up all the stuff here, like this. Set in the nose a little bit better. We can start to round it off a little bit. See, and make a little notch there to separate the head from the nose. So you can see it better. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. Oh, we forgot this thing here. all separate the nose from the beard by making all the stop cuts you need to do. Tip, tip, tip. Ui. Ui. Damn, that's, you see that? That's too much. I hope I can fix it. So, a good carver is not a carver who doesn't make any mistakes. A good carver is a carver who makes mistakes and hide them pretty good. So, the thing I do is I look at my carving. You see that, and the nose is not that perfect, right? So this thing is a little bit too much here, and on the other side it's also a little bit too much. So I fixed that. Just go here. And your carving might be different. You did a bigger cut or a smaller cut. Just look at it and make it round. Make the nose round as you wish. You can make a bigger one. You can make a smaller one. It doesn't matter, but it should be round, and it should be equally. We'll get there. Okay. That looks cute. He got a big nose there. Oh, do you see that? There's like a little thing over there, which we can get rid of. Almost there. Okay. Okay. For now, I'm satisfied. Okay, perfect. So, next up, yeah, we definitely need to do some things later with the nose. Okay, the head is the next thing we do. We got a lot to do on the head there. So, I want to make a head which is pointing to the right side, right? So, to do that, the tip is always small, right? So I can go here, and because I want to do the thing on the right side, don't need to worry about any material here, and I can simply just carve it off with big cuts. So, and then I go to the back side and do the same thing. The more we get rid of this material here, the lesser work we have to do by forming the head, right? Okay. Okay. Looks good. Perfect. He looks so funny. It's a little bit, you see that? But that's not, I will make the head go like in, do you see that? In this direction. Okay, we go in and do a cut right here and start making little stop cuts over here. So here that's like the scariest part for the hand. You see that we're making a little round it off here. We make a little curve here by repeating that, setting in the cut, cutting right to it, like this, flip around the carving, make sure it really fits in your hand because it's pretty hard to grab it. Okay. And then we start on the edges. Set cuts on the edges, like on the left side, and on the right side to widen it up, right? So be very gentle and careful with those cuts, so you don't slip. Do like this. Okay. So perfect. Okay. Then, it looks kind of weird, but we get there. Then, to make the tip, simply make big cuts. See. Like this. So, and if you are on the top, the wood tends to split there. So you have to be very careful by doing that. Okay, perfect. So, because the part is a little bit too thick in my opinion, we should come right here and thin it out. Or make it, not thin it out, but make it a little bit smaller. Okay, and then we start to do the thing again where we just slowly but surely get closer to the tip of the head. Not the head. The tip, almost. So, and in the middle, on the side, and in the middle, and on the side again. Okay, perfect. I think we have to work on this side. See that? Make it a little bit like this. Then it looks perfect. So we need to get rid of all this stuff over here. It's pretty easy. So can you hear the people outside talking? Okay. Okay. So I'm just repeating all the steps. Okay, I need to be very careful here. So you don't go like this, right? Because it causes splitting. I will show you. You see that? Wait, you see that? It causes splitting. So it's not that good to come in like this. You have to go down like that because the wood grain is like that. So, okay, I think we got it. So, and that thing looks a little bit ugly, right? And because every headless has like little notches over here, you simply put in notches exactly where the exactly there. You put in like the little notches over here, and you can do a little bit more like here by simply doing V-cuts. So you go in and do like one side and the other side, right? This and this. Perfect. That looks cool. He looks cute. Get rid of the tip there. It causes splitting, I think. Perfect. Look at this. Starting to look really nice. So, for the beard, we said in the beard and the toes at the same, or almost the same time. So, we start by, or maybe I should draw it in first. We start under the nose and coming in like a little bit of the side here and here. Can you see that? Like these. Put it in like these. Wow. Perfect. So, you come in, set a deep cut in here and a deep cut in here. Super. Okay. Then for the feet, the feet need to stick out. So you set a cut right here. And then you cut, like make a stop cut and clip the inside of the mouth area or the stomach area to goes down to the feet, and you clip it out. So, and on the other side there, you need to be very careful on this side, or for all the righties, for the right-handed guys. Don't do this, okay? Don't put your thumb there. Bring your thumb to safety and then slowly carve and clip this thing out, right? So you don't hurt yourself. And I did that. It was exactly a gnome on this. Do you see? You cannot see. Do you see this little scar here? That was exactly what I did. And it bled so much, man. So don't do what I did. Be smart and carve safe. Okay. So then to set in the mouth. Oh, I need to get rid of all the pencil marks there. Okay. To set in the mouth, we go in and do a little cut like this. Clip it out. Make it a little bit deeper. Clip it out. Like these. Perfect. And here we have it, a mouth. Okay, let's finish the inside of the beard here. And then you clip that thing out here. Perfect. Okay, get rid of all the hard edges there. And there you have your mouth. Ooh. Perfect. So for the feet, you have to do a little V-cut, like in the middle of the thing here, and cut it out. It's not that big of a deal there. Just cut it out. And to make the feet look like feet, you clip in like this little thing here. Chip, chip, chip. So. And you got your feet. Easy. Maybe you should separate the feet from the beard so it sticks out a little bit more. Looks pretty nice. And we can do this, which looks even better, I think. Yes. Okay. So, and we're almost done. The only thing we have to do, which remains, is like to make it a little bit rounder, so it's not that it falls off that hard, because, for example, here, it is a round beard and not that straight down. So we have to round that off and to make the beard look like a beard. And that's it. So round it off. It's pretty easy. Do it on your own behalf. Let's go around and cut the back. Not the back, like the edge. And it should be round enough to look like a beard. So for the V-cuts on the beard, it's so much easier to use a V-tool if you have one, right? But if you don't have a V-tool, it should go like this. You set in a 45-degree angle, set in a cut. It should be good if you don't put it as do a straight cut. Do it like a little S-shaped thing, and then go on a 45-degree angle from the other side and do it like this, right? So if you have a V-tool, it's so much easier, because you just go in like this and you have the same effect, and it looks better and it's like 10 times faster, right? So you can do either way, but make it look random. Do random cuts on random spots, because a beard is not perfect in real life, and it shouldn't be here either. So do random cuts all over the place. Be aware that you should not cut off your feet there. Be gentle with all the things you do. And you should go in and cut to the nose, right? So it looks like the beard is connected to the nose there. So it should be all over here. Okay, we're almost done, I think. Set in the beard on this side. Chip, chip, chip. So. Okay, maybe clean it up. So get rid of all the ugly stuff which hangs around because you were not precise enough to cut it out. Like these, and these and that. Make your carving look beautiful. And it's always good to have a little brush there, because sometimes it's not that you haven't done a great job. Sometimes it's simply by brushing it all off, and then it's done. So here we go. Your little gnome. You can paint it if you want. You can leave it. Looks like this if you oil it. And yeah, there you have it. Your little gnome. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon.